I never imagined the woman I loved would break me in a way I still struggle to understand. The day everything fell apart started like any other morning, with sunlight coming through the blinds and the smell of coffee drifting through the apartment. If someone had told me then that my marriage would end because of our careers and a pair of underwear that wasn't mine, I would have laughed. My wife, Emily, has always been ambitious. When we first met in college, that drive was one of the things I admired most about her. She had big dreams. I supported them. I believed in her. We got married young, but not recklessly. We were partners, best friends, a team. At least that's what I thought. Things began to shift after her company hired a new regional director named Aaron. If she talked about work before, she talked about it non-stop now. Everything was about deadlines, promotions, opportunities, and of course, impressing him. At first, I brushed it off. A good boss can bring the best out of people. But slowly, she stopped offering to spend evenings with me. Our weekend movie nights disappeared. Even holding hands became something she did absent-mindedly, like she wasn't really there. When I tried to bring it up, she'd sigh and tell me I didn't understand what she was dealing with. One night during dinner, she finally came out with it. "I really need to focus on my career right now," she said, not meeting my eyes. "I'm close to a big promotion, and I can't afford any distractions. Including relationship stuff." "Relationship stuff," I repeated, confused and a little insulted. "Are you saying our marriage is a distraction?" She groaned. "Don't be dramatic. I just need space. Not forever. Just some time." She didn't spell it out, but it was clear. She meant intimacy. She had no time or energy for that anymore. She wanted us to pause everything that made us a married couple while she chased her success. I tried to be understanding. I told myself this was temporary. But it hurt, being shut out like that. Nights got colder, while her phone lit up more and more. Late messages from work chat. Calls she'd take in another room. One day, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the counter. I glanced at it without picking it up. A notification popped up with the contact saved as Director A. I only noticed it because of the heart emoji next to his name. My stomach tightened. Still, I told myself it was probably a joke or some weird inside nickname. I hated the person I was becoming, second-guessing everything. But something in my gut kept warning me. So I started paying attention. Her perfume became stronger, even on days she claimed she worked from home. She spent extra time getting ready for work. And the biggest red flag, she had suddenly become protective of her laundry. She'd rushed to move her clothes straight into the washer the moment she came home. It was like she didn't want me anywhere near the hamper. I tried to talk to her again. Are you sure something else isn't going on?" She laughed like it was ridiculous. "You're insecure. That's not my problem. Just let me breathe." That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling. My chest ached with anxiety. I didn't want to believe she was cheating. I loved her too much. But love doesn't erase reality. Everything came crashing down one afternoon when she left for work. She had forgotten her laptop, and I rushed to bring it to her. On my way back, I noticed she had left one of her laundry baskets in the closet. And this time, she wasn't there to snatch it away. I told myself to walk away. To trust her. To be better than this. But I couldn't. My hands shook as I lifted a few shirts aside, and then I saw them. A pair of men's underwear. Definitely not mine. Another scent. A stronger cologne that I didn't recognize. I lifted them just enough to be sure. My heart dropped into a pit I didn't know existed. I felt sick. My face got hot. Every trace of hope I had been clinging to fell apart in that moment. When she came home later, I was sitting at the table waiting for her. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just placed the underwear right in front of me. She froze. "Whose are these?" I asked, my voice calmer than I felt. Her eyes widened with panic. She scrambled for words. "They're probably mixed in at the laundromat or something." "We have a washer here," I reminded her. "Haven't seen you at a laundromat in years." She tried again. "They must belong to a coworker. Maybe they stuck to my clothes. I looked into her eyes. She couldn't hold the stare. Are they his? I asked. She didn't answer. Silence confirmed everything. My chest tightened, and I had to push my chair back to breathe. How long? I finally managed. She closed her eyes, and tears slipped down her cheeks. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. It just did. He understands me. He pushes me to be better. I laughed at that, but it wasn't from humor. So that's what I am. Dead weight dragging down your career. She shook her head fast, crying harder now. No. You're amazing. But I needed more. I needed someone who sees where I'm going. I stood up, wiping my face because I didn't want her to see me cry. I saw you. I always saw you. I believed in you before he even existed in your world. She reached for me, but I stepped back. Don't, I said. If you respected me at all, you would have talked to me instead of this. That night, I packed a bag and left. She begged me not to go, but I couldn't stay in a home that wasn't ours anymore. We're divorced now. She moved in with him a month later. Maybe they're still together. Maybe he's already found someone else to mentor. I don't care to know. I'm learning how to breathe again, one day at a time. I'm learning that love without respect is just a pretty lie waiting to break you. The memory of her betrayal still hurts like a bruise that hasn't faded yet. But there's something freeing about walking away with my dignity. She said she needed space to focus on her career. Turns out she needed space to become someone I never really knew. And I'm finally focusing on myself, without having to fight for someone who never fought for me.